London Uncovered, as we are moving on to a very special episode, and today we are talking about the value of Valentine's Day. And yes, they say, love, or so it is said, makes the whole world go round. It strikes across a crowded room, sweeps us off our feet, makes fools rush where angels fear to tread. Love has been variously portrayed as a force, a fuel, a drug, a snare, an elixir, a biological trick to ensure the survival of the species, a gift from God to remind man of his divine life. And Valentine's Day is a holiday that emotes strong feelings, with some people loving it and others hating it. On Valentine's Day, people often flock to restaurants and movie theaters with an estimated $18 billion spent on gifts. On average, men tend to spend twice as much as women. There are several legends about Saint Valentine, but the most popular one claims that Saint Valentine performed secret forbidden marriages for young lovers in ancient Rome. Evidently, Emperor Claudius II thought single, childless men made better soldiers, so he made it illegal for young men to marry. Saint Valentine just ignored this decree, and as the legend goes, was eventually put to death for it. So, what is so important about Valentine's Day that it is so valuable? Here are some reasons, including celebrating relationships, spending time together, strengthening relationships, celebrating successes, showing investments, reducing stress, and extending life through strong social ties. This is a very special day, and it is the best day to pledge one's love again and again. And in the immortal words of Elvis Presley, when he says, "Forever, my darling, my love will be true. Always and forever, I love only you. Just promise me, darling, your love in return. Make this fire in my soul forever burn. My heart's at your command, to have and to hold. Making you happy is my desire. Keeping you is my goal. I'll forever love you for the rest of my days. Will never part from you in any way. Just promise me, darling, your love in return. Make this fire in my soul forever burn." Tell us, what does Valentine's Day mean to you?
So Valentine's for me is very important because I say I love you for my people, for my husband, for my daughter, for all people. I say I love you.
Why is it so important?
It's very important to say I love you, not just on this day. You need to say I love you all the time.
What message would you give to the world?
I say to the world to say to keep the people close and to say I love you every time.
Raisa, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Tell us, what does Valentine's Day mean to you?
Well, I'm not a major Valentine's person because I don't like being told when I should tell my husband I love him, and I'm not overly keen on the mass commercialization of it.
So why do you think Valentine's Day is so valuable?
Well, I think it can be valuable because you can remind each other that you love each other, and it's a good. Even though I'm not overly keen on Valentine's Day, I still be very upset if I don't receive a card, and I always get one for my husband too.
What message would you give to the world, Sally?
That you can love anyone any time of the year. You don't have to have a special day to do so.
Sally, you've been great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tell us, what does Valentine's Day mean to you?
Valentine's Day, it's a funny one for me. I'm not a massive supporter of Valentine's Day, but every year, time it comes around every year, my missus, I always think, my partner, and I always think, well, I better do something nice for her, because they always, if you miss it, you're in trouble. You've got to do something for Valentine's Day. And every time it comes around each year, I always really enjoy it. I think it's a time to remember the people that you love and your loved ones around you, and a little small gift and a little token of appreciation. And maybe take my partner out for a meal or buy some flowers and just have some personal time. I think it's important that at least one day a year you get a chance to do that.
So why is Valentine's Day valuable?
Why is it valuable? It strengthens relationships, makes you remember the people around you. It's valuable in that way. It's like I say, it's a historic event, historic day in the calendar. There's an awful lot of value in it. I think you never know what you've got till it's gone in this world, especially loved ones. One minute they're here, the next minute they're not here anymore. So, savor every moment.
What message would you give to the world, Charlie?
About Valentine's Day, take it seriously, and I think everyone should, even if you're kind of, not with a partner or you're on your own, you should still kind of celebrate it, and it's an important thing globally.
Charlie, once again, you're amazing. Thank you very much.
All right, be good. Cheers.
Tell us, what does Valentine's Day mean to you?
Yes, it's a day that obviously is for lovers. I think originally Valentine's Day, I've always understood it to be a day where you give a card or a gift to somebody that you fancy, and it doesn't necessarily have to be your boyfriend or girlfriend. But because if you're in a relationship, obviously, then you treat your partner to maybe some flowers, some chocolates. You make that day special because I think convention tells us that you have to. So I think it's not something for everybody, but people who celebrate it, they want to make their partner feel special.
So why is it valuable?
I think you can kind of reaffirm your relationship, because I think we get stuck in a rut. And like I say, it's one of those days where you can make it special by maybe going to dinner, like I say, giving each other gifts. And just make that day maybe remember why you fell in love with your partner.
What message would you give to the world, Tom?
We don't have to celebrate Valentine's Day, but if you do, make sure that you show some appreciation for the one that you love, and just spend a bit of cash and make that person feel special.
Tom, as always, a pleasure. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Sanjay.
As we come to the end of this episode, and we've been talking about the value of Valentine's Day, and we have seen that love is a force formidable than any other. It is invisible and cannot be seen or measured, yet it is powerful enough to transform anybody's life and offers more joy than any other material possessions. It is also an absolute truth that money doesn't buy love. But scientists have found that gift giving is humanity's universal behavior and is a form of reciprocity or exchange that helps build relationships. What's also important is that the value of the gift doesn't lie in its monetary value, but in its symbolism. And the poem Reasons I Love You by Ellen Bailey puts it very beautifully when she says, I love you for that certain smile that cheers me when I'm blue. I love you for your tender kiss that warms me through and through. I love you for your gentle hand, your understanding touch, your eyes that always seem to say, I love you very much. I love you for your faith in me, your sweet and patient ways, and for the thoughtful things you do so often without praise. I love you so for all the things and many others too, but most of all for what I am whenever I am with you. So here's wishing everyone a very happy Valentine's Day.